Good morning, everybody. This is Todd with the Forex Nitty Gritty Insiders daily video for the first day of the week here. Coming close to the end of the month. Hard to believe. Hard to believe it's already come to pass this month. But this week we'll see a new month start, which always means that we can start fresh and clean, so to speak. The markets have been dollar weak for the most part, and we can see this on the daily chart of the euro dollar. So we're going to take a few minutes and review what's going on from a longer term perspective in terms of the market and being able to trade using that momentum. Now, there is a bank holiday going on in the UK. It's called the bank holiday, summer bank holiday. So the markets may be a little bit slow here, even as we get to normally times where the markets are a little bit more, have a little bit more movement. Not much in the way of news coming out going forward. We do have at about 12:15 Eastern time today, the FOMC member speaking, so that can always cause a little bit more volatility in the markets. So keep that in mind. Major news announcements this week. Tomorrow we have consumer confidence in the U.S., preliminary GDP on Wednesday, along with pending home sales in the U.S. In New Zealand, it's got its business confidence coming out Wednesday evening. Australia, building approvals, capital expenditures. In Europe, the Italian 10-year bond auction will be going on Thursday. In the U.S., the weekly unemployment claims, Canadian GDP on Friday. And Friday morning, we have Chairman Bernanke speaking, along with the manufacturing PMI for China in the evening. And the ECB presidents are going to be speaking on Saturday. Chairman Bernanke on Friday is giving a speech that's titled Monetary Policy Since the Crisis at the Federal Reserve Bank in Kansas. Their summit that's actually, it's not in Kansas, it's in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. But that can always cause the market to move. Also, the ECB president on Saturday is going to be there at that same conference. So be prepared for some volatility going into the weekend. And if you're holding positions over the weekend, because that summit is going on in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, we can see some pretty big movements if they talk about something or say something in relationships to the market. So anyway, that's kind of the news and what's going on. We want to make sure that we understand the momentum that's occurring in the longer term charts of these various pairs, because if we do, then we can take advantage of that on the shorter term as well as the longer term charts. So I'm going to just put a moving average, and we'll just use a 40-period simple moving average. You can see some interesting things with the euro dollar here. After being in such a strong downtrend, we have been at a place where we made some lows. We made some higher lows going up here. We also made some higher highs going up along the way. You can also see the moving average has started to turn and point higher while the price is above it. Now, when we see things like that, we need to realize that there's some bullish momentum. Now, with the simple trading method, we want to be able to go in and take advantage of that. So as we go down to an hourly chart or a daily chart, we want to look for opportunities to see that the price move back in the direction of that longer term trend, that daily trend. So keep that in mind. We're starting to see some change from bearish to bullish on the euro dollar. Now, we'd like to see it stay above this and continue to move up in order to continue to say that. And so we're going to be pretty cautious, but we're going to keep an eye on this. The Aussie dollar showing a little bit of weakness here. You know, where these two pairs typically have been correlated, we've seen non-correlation with these. Moving average is still going up, but the price is below it. So we're kind of in a neutral stance right now, where things aren't lined up to show us that there's a strong daily trend. The pound dollar, similar to the euro dollar, moving average is going up, price is above it. We got a pullback here. We might be looking for the market to move back in the direction of that trend on a break above the highest high of the last three here, giving us the ability or the confidence to go down to our shorter term trades and look for bullish opportunities to enter. US Japanese yen, pretty flat here. I'm not sure that we have a real strong trend at this point, especially since the first part of May where it just started chopping around. Moving average is going down, price is right at it. So probably a little more neutral on this. US Swiss franc, we're going to be opposite of the euro dollar, where the moving average is pointing down and the price is below it. So the trend is more established to the downside. And the US CAD, where we've got a strong downtrend. In fact, starting to get close to the point where we would consider this meeting that criteria for the simple trading method, being that it's moving below the lowest low of the last three. So that's kind of a quick look at the news that's coming out this week, and also the longer term trends that we see happening on the daily charts. If you have questions about this or anything else, feel free to let me know. If not, we'll be back tomorrow to see how the markets continue and see if the news doesn't affect it and if those trends continue or reverse. So until then, have a great rest of the day, and we'll talk to you soon.